right, what are we doing in this video? You know, one of the best things I think you can do to practice your phrasing, your rhythm, your soloing is what I call marking a figure. And in this video, we're going to be looking at a couple different ways you can do that. And this exercise, going through this, and you can design your own, but doing this kind of exercise is a great way to improve no matter what instrument you're playing. This is a conga drum. You can use this on any instruments, any speed, any meter, any style, whatever you want. But here's the basic concept. You're playing to a pulse. In this case, I just have a click, you know, a woodblock click. And then you're going to set up some sort of rhythmic figure that's going to come in on part of a phrase, right? Now, we can start with a 2-bar phrase, which is what we're going to start with right here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ba 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 ba. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the idea is that I'm going to play whatever and then mark that. So in other words, connect with it or synchronize with it. And you don't have to do it exact every time, but I want to show in my playing that I am connecting with that. So here's another example. Now, we can keep this going, and what I'm going to do is play a different figure that's drawing on the first figure, but it's a little more sparse. All right, it's basically the same sort of figure, but it's simplified a little bit. And it sounds like this: 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's just a little bit of the first one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now to take it up a level, you could make it a 4-bar phrase or longer phrase instead of a shorter phrase or 2-bar phrase. So in this case, I'm going to be playing this 2, 3, and then just going to put a 3-2 son clave at the end. And that's something that's, you know, pretty familiar to most people. So same kind of exercise. Play anything you want. What I recommend is starting off with just playing like a rhythm and then mark that figure, and then play variations on the rhythm and then mark the figure, and then start to get like crazier, a little more improvisational, a little more sparse, and then mark the figure. Keep marking the figure. And again, you don't have to mark the figure only, right? You can just make sure you're connecting with it somehow, right? So let's hear what that sounds like. Okay, you guys got the idea? I think this is a great exercise, and you can create this yourself. You can use a metronome, but maybe an app that has the ability to have like a basic beat, and then like this. I'm using a looper for this, but if you can have something where, and it doesn't have to be in the last bar. I'm just putting it in bar 4 or in bar 2 in this case, the last bar. But pick anywhere in the phrase, and it doesn't have to be. Here's the thing, you guys. You can design however you want to do this. You can design your own, and you could use figures like in one bar, like I'm doing, and kind of at the end of the bar. You could put a couple notes in a 2-bar phrase, just here and there, whatever, couple random beats. And what this does is it gives you some structure. It gives you something to pay attention to so that you have to track, right? You have to track the phrase. So this is really going to help you if you're somebody who struggles with kind of like losing the one, losing the downbeat, for example, from that to thinking of soloing ideas, because playing along with a fixed figure and a repeating figure, it makes you think in phrases, right? And it also will, and I don't know if you noticed this when I was playing, it also prompts, I think, it prompts ideas, because it gives you, again, it gives you that structure, and it kind of forces you into playing some things, but you're playing around with those things, if that makes sense, right? What do you guys think of this? Have you done something like this? Does this make sense to you? Do you have any questions? Put your comments and questions in the comments area below. I'll leave, as I always do, I'll leave some links to some lessons that you could start right away for free on our Patreon site to help you. But I think this is a great exercise. I never had anybody recommend that I do this when I was a student, so that's why I wanted to recommend it to you guys. I think it's really valuable. It's not something that is like a common exercise, I don't think. I'm sure there's other teachers that do this. I can't imagine nobody's done this ever, but it's something that I just wanted to mention for you and for our greater and global drumming community. I'm Kalani, this is World Drum Club. Thanks for tuning in, and let me know what you guys think of this, and I'll see you in a future lesson.